Jay Allen, welcome to the Music Universe. How are you, sir?
Good, Matt. How you doing today?
Good. You just told me you performed on the Granger Smith thing. Tell me a little bit about that.
I didn't perform on it. He gave a message this morning. It was really, really powerful. You know, it was at this event called Believers. So he shared his story, which is pretty cool. Because I've played some shows with Granger in the past, and I actually lost my mom to Alzheimer's, and a couple months later he lost his son. He was only 3 years old, so he completely left the life of country music to pursue ministry. So it's pretty cool to look around the room and see all these country artists that are my peers, you know, their hands raised, tears in their eyes this morning. So pretty powerful.
It's beautiful. His story is really, really impactful. Let's talk about you. Tell me about music, what you got going on, what you're working on.
Yeah, it's been a fun year. Linked up with this beautiful lady across from us and not on camera. Her name is Stacy Stavola. She's my new manager, and it was kind of the missing piece for me. I really lacked having a champion. I've been doing the philanthropy thing for quite a while, fighting against Alzheimer's for my mama who passed away from the disease. But this year we've really dug into the artist side. Signed a record deal. We have a radio promo team now. We have a single at country radio called No Present Like the Time. Came off The Voice, kind of capitalized on that experience. We've been in the White House. We made a history as the first ever official concert in the U.S. Capitol. We just went to the Super Bowl and did Radio Row. We're doing some really incredible things, you know, so God is leading and moving, and I feel like 2024 is our year.
That is awesome. Tell me about No Present Like the Time. I love, and it seems like this is country music that does this. You take a common phrase, switch around a word or two, and it's like, oh, wow, that means so much more when you say it like that.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, we kind of struck gold with that, you know, phrase change. You know, when I looked it up, we had the idea and I looked it up, and I was amazed that it hadn't been done before. You know, it was one of those things. For me, it kind of hit me when I was on The Voice. Not a lot of people know this, but when you film, they trap you in a hotel in L.A. for 2.5 months. So we weren't allowed to leave the room for more than 10 minutes per day unless we were filming. So 2.5 months by yourself, trapped in a room, sounds pretty terrible, which it was at first, until I realized I'm not going to have that time ever again by myself. I'm married, we're always on the road, always doing things like this, always around people in front of crowds. So I thought, let's make the most out of that. And I started thinking, you know, I'm going to dig through the cobwebs and what's been going on in my life. And I've been grieving my mom for a long time. I hadn't really realized how much I missed her and how sad I was. So I thought, you know, what have I learned from loss? What's the positive that I can take away from loss? I thought about that phrase, there's no time like the present. So when we sat down, we actually flipped it. There's no present like the time. Time is a gift. You know, we only get one spin around this rock. We only get one go. Let's make the most out of it. That's why I'm an artist. That's why I've been a philanthropist. I'm going to give my all every day to try to utilize my gifts to help others. So put all those life lessons that I learned from loss into 3 minutes. This song came out, and this is the one that our team decided to take to radio. So it's been cool going around the country, doing radio tour, meeting all these programming directors and seeing it impact their lives as well. So trying to do a good thing in the world.
That's awesome. Who was your coach on The Voice?
Well, it started as Gwen, which was a surprise. Then it turned into Blake. They actually had a dispute over me. Now they call me I'm their adopted son. So,
I love it. I love it. You know, when you have a married couple on The Voice, it certainly was an interesting dynamic. I'm looking at you. I love this jacket.
Thanks, man. So I honestly, like, this is more expensive than anything I should wear, right? But yeah, shout out to John Barbados.
I love it. I love when people come on up here with the style and swag. That's awesome.
I like your shirt.
Thank you.
Like it too, man.
Thank you. Well, where can people find you on the road? Live dates? What are you doing?
Yeah, we're actually on our first ever headlining tour right now called Night of Hope Tour. So we're try to hit every region. We're 3 weekends in. It's been awesome. All new band. We actually go by Jay Allen and the Stallions, which started as a joke, but now it's becoming a thing. So basically a 5-piece rock and roll band. So you can go to jayallenofficial.com, check out all the tour dates, get tickets. We'd love to see y'all out there. So.
Awesome. Jay Allen, fantastic talking with you. Thank you so much.
Thank
this
you,
was
man.
a pleasure.
Yeah.